Crunchyroll is coming under fire for casting a white actress as one of their characters in an upcoming Mobile Suit Gundam series. Yep, they are under fire. They're the latest to be called out by the Twitter mob, the angry neoliberals out there, the woke culture, believe that it is bigot of Crunchyroll to cast a white actress in an English dub of an anime. First fucking world problems, y'all. Seriously, like this is what our society's up to right now. It's no longer about casting the right person for the role. You know, people go in, they audition. Whoever the most qualified and best person at that audition should get the role, regardless of their race, their gender, their orientation. What happened to that? What happened to that? Now you have to completely discriminate against white people for a character in anime. It's an English dub. They're speaking English. It's voice acting. You're not even seeing what the casted, actor or actress looks like. To me, if somebody knocks it out of the park with voice acting, I don't give a shit what they look like. But apparently, Western voice actors and Twitter mobs and, all this wokeness are accusing Crunchyroll of bigotry. Only in anime, right? It's always the anime people stirring up shit. You know it's fucking true. If you see somebody on YouTube and they got a little anime avatar, they're always the little fucking shit starters on both ends of the spectrum. So, this says, in current year, it has become a taboo of the highest order among the West to have a voice actor play a character outside of their own race, gender, and sexuality, even if such qualities only apply to said character within one's own headcanon, as proven for the umpteenth time by the recent outrage surrounding the English dub casting for Mobile Suit Gundam, The Witch for Mercury. Again, it's weird that Hollywood is able to gender swap, race swap, any kind of swap that you would like, but God forbid they cast a white person in the role, right? This article continues to say the latest round of neoliberal whining kicked off when the series' Western licensee Crunchyroll unveiled the casting of the series' main protagonists Suletta, Mercury, and Miorine Rembran. And pardon me if I butchered those names. I'm not really familiar with the Mobile Suit Gundam series, but the title of this article caught my attention and I wanted to give my opinion on it. So you can see back on February 1st, they announced the casting and who's portraying that. So we got Jill Harris and Natalie Van Sistine, and I believe they actually have experience in previous dubs. You could see one of them is in One Piece and the other's in Spy X Family. So it's not like, these people don't respect anime. They're in-house usually. Crunchyroll and Funimation and them usually hire from in-house. People got to eat too, right? White people got to eat too. So why should they be banned from being casted in an English dub of a movie? They got to eat too, man. They got to have their fucking food. I know I got to eat. You better not try to cancel me for being casted in a role that doesn't need a Mexican. Now, you can go on to see right here, they go on to talk about the series. It says, thanks to her darker complexion and the now infamous marriage proposal scene between her and Miorine in the series' first episode, identity politics focused. That's the fucking problem, is it's identity politics focused. Identity politics, guys, is the root of all things SJW. It's the root of all things fucking woke. When people have to play identity politics, it's the fucking worst. So, identity politics focused Witch for Mercury fans have come to believe that Suletta is coded, i.e. when overt stereotypes are used to portray a character's identity rather than it being confirmed by the author. As I click a fucking ad on this shit-ass website. Alright. Fuck off, ad. I need to get ad block. So basically, they're upset at the portrayal of this character, rather than it being confirmed by the author as both Middle Eastern, North African, and queer. However, it should be noted that these personal reads are just that, as the series has shown Suletta to be neither, Rather, her dark skin is the result of being raised on Mercury in close proximity to the sun, and the aforementioned moment between her and Miorine is actually a matter of the latter rejecting her arranged marriage. So, of course, the fan base is going to have their shipping and stuff like that. Anime people are always wanting shipping. They want to ship main characters. And, if they put this whole fan fiction into these beloved characters, I get it. I really do. I really do. But a lot of them really want to inject their political beliefs into characters, and it transfers over to situations like this where people that are casted are basically harassed, called bigots, and things like that. Regardless of reality, shortly after Crunchyroll made their announcement, some of Harris' colleagues in the anime voice acting industry responded to the casting news by expressing immense frustration over what they believed to be the white and straight washing of Suletta's character. So this is fucked up. This is her colleagues. This is fellow actresses and actors in her industry that are pushing their fucking identity politics into this crap instead of congratulating their friend of earning a role and being like, congrats, man, I'm happy for you. Like, what the fuck? So you can see here is one of her friends. They said, it pains me to write this on a day that should be filled with nothing but celebration and admiration towards my peers. Opened a rant from Harris's fellow Witch for Mercury voice actor. So this is somebody on the show with them. Wow. To feel as though there is a corporate flyer with a risk assessment eval stating how much one could get away with before receiving an inordinate amount of backlash. So this is their colleague right here. We could sit here and argue the merits of right for the role versus autocast because of ethnicity, but let's also not pretend that the quality provided by minority actors is less than the quality of their peers. Inclusion gives us the ability to tell the stories of our background. See, this is that crap. All right? Like white person bad. And they're over here saying that inclusion gives us the ability to tell the stories of our backgrounds. I get it. Nobody knows better about the background or the lore between what race the character is than the person that's actually it. But if the best person casted for the fucking role is a white person, get the fuck over it. Honestly. You see, they went on a multi-tweet tangent. Even if it is a cookie-cutter project where race ultimately could be neglected, character coding still exists. Therefore, bring forth racial relatability to minority consumers. Unfortunately, the more obscure the minority, the easier it is to sweep under the rug. Sad but true. I have a duty to my peers to use my platform to speak for those whose voices go unheard. May there come a day where the ambiguous nature of remote recording allowances is foregone and opportunities are provided to actors and directors alike to make the best possible products. And I get it, guys. This is virtue signaling. It's fucking biggest. Especially when you're a fucking fellow actor on the same project as somebody else that's casting. That's almost a hostile work environment there. Like, if I was the person casted and my coworkers are acting like this, I would probably make it worse for them. I would raise a fucking stink. I would rub it in their fucking faces because they are being unprofessional first. Sure, they have the right to speak their mind and their opinion and stuff, but show some fucking professionalism, especially if it's involving a project that you're in. Like, essentially, they are putting their project and their company on blast that they're working for. This would be like me working at McDonald's and saying that McDonald's fucking kills people and it's bad to eat. Like, it's a conflict of interest there. Like, you know what I mean? You can see the English language voice of Mirko in My Hero Academia found it very disappointing. So you can see I find it very disappointing. Despite all the resources publicly available to find diverse talent, minority voice actors still cannot have the opportunity to represent themselves for a extremely rare, groundbreaking minority lead in anime, especially a meta queer lead. And again, these people are calling the character a minority and gay when, again, it's been verified by Crunchyroll and representatives that this character is only dark complected or whatever complexion of their skin because they lived on Mercury. You see, pretty lame that CR's strong preference for local talent affects authentic representation in a major role, casting a wider pool for the biggest anime show of the year, not a meta queer lead in a major franchise says a lot. And this is the fucking problem with identity politics. Like this, what the person that they want for the role has to be a meta queer lead. Like, what if it was just a minority? Would they be okay with that, or does the person have to be the exact same as the character role that they're speaking? That's retarded. And I know people don't like that fucking role or that word, the R word, but let's be honest here. Casting somebody to be a match for match of the role, no, you cast somebody to be the best role for that, the best actor for that role. That's what auditions are for. All right? You don't cast somebody just because they're the same as the character that they're going to portray. That's why it's called acting. You act that fucking role. Imagine fucking that. Holy shit. I don't know, man. So this says, as of writing, Hill is still set to voice Suletta when the English dub of Mobile Suit Gundam, The Witch from Mercury, premieres on Crunchyroll February 5th. So, yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Oh, you know, this person's white and they're not a meta queer lead, so they can't play the role. Get the fuck over it. God, this is what makes me fucking sick about people like this. It's so fucking cringe. It's so fucking sad. It's virtue signaling and it's fucking annoying bullshit. Jesus fucking Christ.